Alright, so this is the first episode of the Let's Play series that I'll be doing with OTP. And to start, I have the North American Baseball Association Quick Start. It's fictional league and it's got lots of history. I think it's 10 years of history. Let me double check that. Okay, so it's about 5 years of history or 6 years. 6 years. Okay, so it's the end of the sixth season. So it's a good amount of history for me to be able to take over the worst team and rebuild them fresh. See if I can turn them into a winner in one off season. So I will talk about all of the ideas going through my head and why I'm doing everything that I'm doing as I'm doing it. And this is kind of foreign to me, so I'm going to make sure that I do my best to talk aloud all the thoughts, because obviously expressing all the thoughts going through your head while trying to play this is, I don't always sit at my desk and say, okay, I want this guy because blah, 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 blah. So with this quick start, it is by default stats only, but I'm going to tailor it, change these settings to mimic my online league as well as I can with Champions League baseball. So we're going to turn off owner goals, no coaches, no scouts, no overall rating based on AI evaluation, no overall rating based on players. Let's see what else. Okay, we're going to do rating scales 1 to 5, potentials 1 to 5, no actual ratings, overall none displayed, potential none displayed. And I believe that's all. For players and face gen, I'm going to turn off baseball cards because for this scenario, we don't need baseball cards. It's just going to make the Sims slower. And I plan on actually showing everything. Like, I'm not going to edit anything. So this is going to be a complete 100% playthrough of me doing everything that I can, everything that goes through my head, all of that. I'm going to change the setting to low because that's what it is in our online league. I'm not going to change the player development settings. I'm going to leave it alone just because I don't really care that much for... I don't plan on doing this like in-depth over many seasons, so it shouldn't affect it too much. I haven't actually selected a team yet. It just says New York Hitmen because that was the team that I clicked to check the history. So I'm actually going to go to draft order. There we go. And the Philadelphia Phantoms are the #1 pick. It means they're the worst team. Let me look at their history. Yeah, they've never finished above 500, and then this past season they finished 44 games back. So they do have a pretty big payroll. Oh no, that's New York I'm looking at. Let me go back to Philadelphia. Okay, wow. So still a good amount of money for free agents, and obviously this won't hang true with the online league that I run as a commissioner because we don't have budgets this size. However, you can still see my thought process while we're going through this. So let's start and go with, Philadelphia. All right. And the first thing I'm going to do is go to control and autoplay settings and change a few things. Computer AI for the minor league stuff, just because I don't care about the minor leagues. Only for this specific video's purpose is not to make a dynasty. I just want to turn a team around in one season, without obviously signing a bunch of like 36-year-olds and then screwing us up for 5 years down the road. But you'll see as I go through this thought process. So first things first, I'm just going to check out the team a little bit and make a little note of what positions that I'll need. So it looks like right off the bat we need a new shortstop. This guy's got a 1 rating at shortstop, and that's where he started, so I definitely don't want that. And this guy's a really good second baseman, but he can also play shortstop. So I'll have to keep that in mind. I need either a second or a short. Oh, okay, so definitely need a third baseman too. So our whole infield is looking pretty bad. Pretty bad. This guy I don't mind playing at first base just because he's got a lot of power, but I'm not a big fan of him otherwise. He hit 33 home runs in 100 games, so it's actually pretty good. And to my knowledge, with this quick start, it is MLB setup. So they do play 162 games in a season, and I believe there's 4 levels of minors, going all the way down to, okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's, okay, all right then. So back at it, looking at this, we are going to get a new catcher, though this guy was, no, he was an all-star 5 years ago. Okay, so he had a pretty good season that year too. But the reason we're going to get a new catcher is because his catcher ability is a 2, and his defensive rating at catcher is a 2 as well. This is, the catcher rating definitely has an impact. Like, if his ability is a 4 and his arm's a 4, then his catcher rating is not going to be a 2, obviously, unless he just doesn't have very much experience and he's like 18, 19 years old. Then his catcher rating would be a 2. But in this scenario, he's just not a good catcher defensively. And in my philosophy, I think you need a good catcher. I think good defensive catchers are the anchors of all of the great teams that have had amazing seasons and won World Series. So make a note on that. So we are going to look for basically an entire new infield, new catch, obviously new catcher. Let's take a look at this guy. This guy's pretty good. He could be our first baseman if we absolutely needed it, though I don't think that I'll be wasting that first base spot on a 3-contact, 3-home run power guy. Maybe. We'll see. I like him in the outfield, though. So we'll see if I put him in right field, if I can't find anybody better. So we're going to go back to the DH. Not bad. So we'll keep that noted. This guy's pretty good. So this is one of the better players on the team, and he hit 278 with an on-base percentage of 320. It's not terrible. Not terrible at all. So we'll keep him too. He'll probably play left field for us. And I'm okay with this center fielder, but he's only 21. I'm not sure if that... And I think our second baseman's young too. Yeah, our second baseman's 22. So I'm not entirely sure if they're even ready for the major leagues. But take a look at our pitchers. And you know, this is the off season, so I shouldn't even be doing any of this. I should go and see who I actually have signed through next year, and there's not many of them. All right then. So this guy's pretty good, and he's 41. But he had a really good year, and he's not really dropping off. So I'm going to offer him nope, 35 million. Gosh. All right, that's not happening. All right, so this guy's got to go. That guy's got to go. Actually, I'm just gonna shop him right now. See what I can get. If there's anything. Really hope there's something that I can get for him, because I'll trade him away for peanuts. Nobody wants him. Probably because of his contract. You know, I might keep him as a DH, actually. He might be the DH. I don't think that'll be a bad idea. Because he wasn't terrible. 390 on base percentage, 260 average, hit 20 home runs. On a team that I'm trying to flip and rebuild, I might keep that. It's not a contract that I want because he's got 24 million for the next 2 seasons. But it's something that we'll just have to make do. And that's just something that comes along with taking over a bad team. You're going to have bad contracts, and you kind of just have to make do with them. So before I do anything, I'm actually going to go and take off the Rule 5 draft, because I forgot about that. So let's see. Rule 5 draft. There you are. We don't have that in my league, so we're not going to do it. No 10-5 rule, and we'll allow the trading of draft picks and everything. I don't plan on trading draft picks, though, because I feel like that's like cheating. Well, maybe not cheating, but I don't know. I am going up against the AI, so they're not exactly the best. They're not the best mimic of a human owner. I think the AI, they make some pretty dumb trades, and then if you put it on very hard, it's almost impossible to trade anybody. So I don't think that is a very accurate system there. But okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait actually, and I'm going to look at arbitration guys and see if they're any good, and I want to keep them. So yeah, I want to keep this guy. He's good, and I'll keep that guy. He's good, and this guy's got a vesting option. So, no, I don't think we'll be keeping this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and cut him because when you're in the off season, you can cut people instead of just worrying about not offering them arbitration. That's what I do. This guy, let's see how bad of a fly ball pitcher he is. 45%. No, we're going to cut him. Yeah, and the reason that we're going to cut him is because with fly ball pitchers, they give up less hits, but more home runs. And that's because the ball is going to be in play less. Well, I guess not in play less, but the balls are going to be pop-ups. So your outfielders will be able, or even infielders, depending on, of course, the type of pop-up, will have more time to get to the ball. So they're going to give up less hits, is what I'm trying to say. That the fly ball pitchers give up less hits. They give up more home runs, though. So I don't want home runs. I'd rather get pitchers that are either neutral or ground ball oriented, even, because I want to keep the ball in the park and then rely on my defense to make plays on the balls that are in play. So let's go ahead and check out the next guy in arbitration. We're going to get rid of him too because movement is directly correlated to home runs, and that's not something that we want. This guy we're going to keep. So he's just going to automatically get 1.4 million from the arbitration. This guy we're not going to keep, so we're not going to offer him any arbitration. Tom Townsend. And this is a good case of he looks good and he has all the makings of a starting pitcher because you want at least 3 good pitches or at least 3 pitches. They can be 2 good, 1 bad, but at least 3 pitches in a starting pitcher, and he's got decent stuff, movement and control. But if you look at him, 6.79 ERA, and it's never been very good, like ever. Never been sub 5. And not a big fan of him. He gives up 2 home runs per 9 innings, 3.5 walks, only 6.2 strikeouts per 9. And that's the stats that I really look at. I mean, you can look at how many there's on the season, like 22 on the season, 43 walks on the season, 77 Ks, but that doesn't really tell me anything because it's all relative to the amount of innings that he pitched. So I like to see per 9. That's where I get a good judgment. And 3.5 walks per 9, it's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad at all. But 2 home runs per 9, that's pushing it. Especially when you factor in 3.5 walks. And then you're putting on free runners and then giving up a home run, and your defense is just sitting there like, what the heck are we doing? So, batting average for balls in play, let's see, 284. So it's lower than the average. So I don't think that this is going to be a guy that we're going to keep. We're going to get rid of him. And we may be able to choose to re-sign him when preseason comes around, though I doubt it. But if we had to, we can always resort back to that. So this guy, he's going to get 508K next. So we'll keep everyone else. And just out of curiosity, I'm going to look at this guy. Not a very good infielder, but great outfielder. We're gonna keep him actually as our utility outfielder. I like this guy. All right, so now that we cut everybody, let's just go ahead and jump straight to free agency and see what we can find. All right. Let's do that. All right. There we go. To free agency now. So, going into free agency with the plan, and my plan is to fill pretty much all the holes in the infield minus second or short because we do have that player that's 22 that can play. So, I'm kind of nervous about having a 22-year-old play, but at the same time, how did he do in... Yeah, he didn't really do all that great. 230 with a 300. He's definitely not all the way developed, but he's a good defensive player. So if we can, I'm gonna find someone else. If we can't, that's unfortunate. And in versions past, in version of like out of the park baseball, I mean, you'd have to go to free agency and then set a filter, and that would be the best way to find the players that you want. But now they've added find a player feature, which is huge. This is so helpful. Like I don't have to set filters. I mean, I can set filters for more specific things, but for the most part, this is what I want to look at. So I'm gonna check out third base as my first priority, and I want to go to see the best third baseman that I can get. And I see that Steve Madden. I mean, it looks good. I would definitely sign this guy, but he wants 24 million. And for a team with 164 million as a budget, I'm not paying him 24. And I'm definitely not paying this guy 37.5. Okay, so what I like to do in the beginning of the free agency, all the guys, they want so much money. It's crazy. Why did they just sign this guy? Is it... Why did he just sign? So, I'm not sure why the AI just signed that guy for me. Because I am responsible for all the signings. That must have been an AI offer before I had taken over. Yeah, that must have been an offer from the AI before I started the game. It's the only thing I can explain on why they signed that for me. So, as I was saying, what I'd like to do in the beginning of the first round of free agency, like on the very first day, everybody wants a ton of money. They do. So I'm gonna look for relievers. Relievers generally don't want tons of money on the first day. I mean, there are guys that do, but there are also guys that don't. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look for guys with 5 stuff, 4 potential, 2 control. Don't really... Well, actually, I'll set the stamina to 2. Okay, so it didn't change anything. So let's see, what do these guys want? This guy doesn't even want anything. Like, he just wants to be a minor league player. So I'm gonna offer him a contract in the majors. I'm just gonna give him a straight up major league contract for 1 million. Let's see what this guy wants. He wants 6 million. Not gonna give that to him. He wants 8.8. I'm not gonna do that. See, this guy, he had post-concussion syndrome. And let's check out his... He accidentally shot himself in the foot and was out for 4 weeks. Okay, well, we're going to take a chance on this guy. He does want 4 million. Oh, no, we'll wait. We'll wait on that guy. Let's shortlist him. We're going to shortlist him. Let's check out that short. Okay, it's just him. So we're going to shortlist him and come back to that in the preseason when everyone's prices drop. Chris Baker, 6 million. This guy wants 1. Yeah, we'll do this guy. Also, his stamina is a 1. I don't know why his stamina is a 1 when I set it to 2, so he shouldn't be showing up on this list. But yeah, I don't know why that happened. So this guy, 46%. This is tricky. We're gonna sign him. So we just added 3 arms to our bullpen. That were cheap. We just found 3 cheap arms to add to our bullpen. And then let me look at the closers too. Let's see if we can find more here. That's the only thing I don't like about that, is that I had to check both boxes. if I wanted to see all the relievers. Yeah, these guys, they want a lot. Yeah, so that's not happening. Okay, so let's see if there's actually any starting pitchers. Yeah, no, there's none. Okay, so found a couple guys for our bullpen, and those are the elite guys that I really like. We can go back. Actually, we can go back and find some that are 4.42. Let's do that. Yeah, there's a lot. Jeez. Okay, so I like him a lot. We're gonna assign this guy, and let's do 3 years. All right, that's good. Let's check out this guy. I think we already did that. We already offered that guy a contract. This is another pretty good cheap bullpen arm. Okay. Hey, he's not interested. Okay, well, fuck you then, guy. Let's see. Yeah, this is the guy that wanted a lot of money. A lot of money. I'm just gonna keep going down a little bit. Yeah, he wants a lot of money. Yep, he wants a lot of money. Okay, so let's go to free agency and check who we've offered. We've offered 4 guys in the bullpen, so I think that's good enough. I think it's good enough to redo our bullpen. So I'm gonna say that our bullpen's good. Now let's look for a good starting pitcher. See if we can find somebody for cheap. It's not. Ooh, that's not what I want. And this guy could be good, but tore his elbow ligament, so I don't want him. This guy wants tons of money. That guy wants tons of money. Jeez. Okay, so let's see if we can find some 3.33 guys. There's probably gonna be a lot of them, but here we go. Just randomly clicked on this guy. He's got a stamina of 2, and I put the filter to 3. So I don't know why he showed up. It's not making sense to me. So I guess that's just a flaw in the system, I guess. And he's got a 49% ground ball percentage. So we'll sign him to a cheap contract just to see what happens. And this guy's neutral. Ground ball tendency, 58%. What I'm debating here is, while looking at these guys, this guy looks good. I'm not paying him 11 million though. It's not happening. This guy, I would sign this guy, but his late ability is very low and his work ethic is low, so he's probably going to be a cancer, which I don't want to have any of those. This is one of the guys we were looking at. I think I will offer this guy. Yeah, we'll offer that guy a contract, 1 year. And I'm getting pretty lucky with these pitchers wanting cheap contracts, especially for only 1 year. I think did we offer him a contract? Because I might. Okay, I already offered him one. Okay, so we need an ace though. I think We definitely need a lefty, too. I don't know if any of the guys I offered were lefties. I don't like having fly ball tendency guys, but I think I'll be okay with it. See, I shouldn't have offered him a contract. I should have looked at how he did against lefties, but I can't because he's like I should be able to see all levels combined, but I guess not. I'm just assuming that this guy is going to be good versus lefties because that's what I was looking for. I was looking for one pitcher that'll be good against lefties, and then now I need to look for my dominant ace. Doesn't look like I'm going to find one. Maybe this guy. This guy might be the dominant ace that I'm looking for. Yeah, he's going to be the ace that I'm looking for. Do I want to give him 24 million for 6 years? I might do it for 3. I think 24 million for 3 years I might do. We'll see if we can sign him. If not, no big deal. I won't be upset about it. We'll just find someone else or make do without a starting pitcher. Or ace, I mean. It can happen. It's just not ideal. So, looking now, I've got offers at pitchers. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 pitchers. Starting pitchers, that is. Let's see. Bullpen set, starting rotation set. So let's take a look at our defense now. So I want to find guys that are good. Yeah, this is the type of guy I want. See, he doesn't have to be a starter for me, but he would be one hell of a utility guy. So he can play all the positions well. Though, because of my situation, he will likely be a starter for me. I like him a lot. Okay, so that's going to fix shortstop. Or no, third base. Let's actually bring it down a little bit and see if we can find 3-3-3 guys with 3 ratings. So this guy, his air is a 2. That turns me off. I don't even know why I clicked. Yeah, let's look at this guy. He's different. I like this guy. He hits like 250, 21 home runs. It's not bad. He plays second base, so I think I might sign him if I can get him for like a 1-year deal. Let's see. Can I get him for 1? What if I bump it up a little bit? It's a fair offer. Alright. So that's our second baseman, which means, well, he can play third. He can play third. If he plays third, fine. If he plays second, that's fine too. He's not playing short for us. Let's see if we can find a guy at short. No, nobody. Okay, what about now? Only Ken Hill. So it looks like this guy's actually going to be our shortstop, because he's just our best option. So now, what about second base? This guy looks pretty good. I don't see why he's so cheap. 2 arm to be second base. Yeah, no, we're gonna sign this guy. This guy's not bad either. Okay, so it looks like we might actually be set. Let's see if I can get a slugger at first base, though. 29 million. All right, it's not happening. I've already looked at him. No. See, he's got good potentials, but he's just not playing well. And he's well, he has done well in the past, actually. Did he get injured? No major injuries, just a bunch of strains. I don't know why he's not playing well. It's probably why he's so cheap, though. This guy's 30 million. Gosh. Okay, I'm going to wait on first base. And let's check out. Oh, at least a 4. Nobody. Let's take the power down to 1. Nobody. I'm just looking to see what the options are. I don't think I'll actually sign anyone with a 2 contact. I'm going to sign this guy, but he's going to be the utility guy. Yeah, this guy. He didn't have a bad year. 260, 315, and then he probably played pretty great defense. Yeah. 9.4 zone rating in 64 games in center field. I might actually. Well, there goes that idea. All right, then. So, out of curiosity, I'm just going to check this out and see if. His range is 2. I'm not doing it. Maybe in right field. It's a tough choice. He's just not. He just wasn't a good enough batter for me to really trust that. I kind of want to take a shot with this guy, though. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until and see who I get. And then in the preseason we can decide on if we really need to do something. Like who we need to sign, what positions we need, stuff like that. I just want to find out who I'm going to be signing. Okay, so we got a good amount of people. We may have gotten everybody that we offered contracts to. Let me see. So there's a few people that are pending. This guy wants more money and more years. Now he's just not even interested. Okay. Alright, so we didn't get our ace. And these guys are favoring the offer. So I'm going to move these people onto the roster. Alright. And while I'm here, I'm going to clean up this 40 man. I don't want this guy. And I should have done this in the off season. Maybe I can just do that. I'm just going through and seeing who I want and who I don't want. That guy's pretty good. Don't think I want him on my roster. I'll keep him. But not him. Not him either. I'm not a fan of him either. I just want these guys off my 40-man. How did this guy get signed back? The heck? A 1-year qualifying offer. What the heck is a qualifying offer? Okay, I don't know why that guy got signed back. That was strange. So he can't play anywhere, and I don't want him playing anywhere. So he would be just horrible. That sucks. I don't know why he was signed. Doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I missed something. Maybe there was like an email that was like, you have to decide if you want to extend an offer to this guy. Like a team option or something. I don't know. Maybe I should have just cut him. That way that wouldn't have happened. I guess that was my mistake. So we've got 58 million left still. And I still want to get rid of this guy. I don't think we can, though. No one wants him. Okay, well, at this point, we're just going to go straight to the preseason. And if I sign anybody, it'll interrupt me. So we'll know if I signed anybody. Yeah, this is a lot. Okay, these were the guys I actually want. Let me go back and check. Okay. None of these guys were actually guys that I just signed. I'm just double checking. Those are guys I just didn't want on my 40-man. Yeah, because the 40-man's getting crowded. Who's this guy? Does he refuse to get demoted? I'm just going to cut him. I don't even care. We have the money to afford to just cut him because I'd rather him not be on the 40 man taking up a spot. Those are valuable spots. That's fine. Okay, so let's go and check out what we got as a team right now. Ron Carver was a starting pitcher. Yeah, he's actually probably going to be our ace. Like I didn't want him to be the ace, but I want him to be like a number 2 guy. Not because he can't be an ace, it's just because I think that he'd just be a really good complementary player if we were to able to sign an ace. This guy is not a starting pitcher. He could be, but he's not gonna be. I think that guy. No. Thought wrong. This is the guy that's a starting pitcher. Yeah. Another starting pitcher right here. What about this guy? He's another starting pitcher. And I think we had another one, didn't we? Okay, not bad. This guy's probably gonna get demoted. Yeah. Let's demote him. And then remove him from the 40 man. This guy, we'll keep him. We'll keep him. So I'm pretty happy with this bullpen. There's actually a lot of people here, so now I gotta find out which one do I want as my closer. 5-4-3. Let's actually change it to that, and then look at this from here. This is easier to look at. So I think this guy's gonna be our closer. Okay, so he'll be the closer. Louis Bernard's gonna be set up. Okay. Hmm. His nickname's Sugar Bear. Okay, so we're gonna go with the other setup guy is gonna be McDonough, Dave McDonough, because he's got 2 pitches, and Jim Robinson, Sugar Bear, he's got 3 pitches. So Sugar Bear, he actually can be a pretty good starter. I like this guy though. Okay, so we're gonna take a look. This guy's gonna be our middle relief. Use more often. Change him back to reliever. Oh, it's gonna be long relief. This guy's a starter. We actually have more starters than I thought. I guess I should have reviewed this bullpen a little better. We're gonna use Mike Fish as middle relief. This guy will get long and middle. This guy's going to get middle, and then this guy's going to get middle as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 5. We have 14 players that are pitchers, which makes room for 11. So we're at the. I like to go 13 and 12, so we're gonna go with. Gonna have to get rid of 2 of these relievers by the time the season starts, or maybe 2 of the pitchers. Okay, so with this guy, we're gonna keep him. I feel like he can be good. If we're gonna get rid of 2 pitchers, it's gonna be. It's going to be. See, his morale's angry though, while their morale is good, and that'll affect performance. I mean, his morale is based on our team, so if we do well, his morale will change. I'm talking about Ash Hansen. So that'll make him perform better. Who's the other guy? This guy in no. There's another guy I have in here that. Okay, it was Jim. It was Sugar Bear. That's right. He may not be ready. Because this says current is bullpen or emergency, future starter. And the scouts say that he's going to be a big leaguer. This is hard decision. I'm actually going to go with it. I'm going to go with it, and I'm going to put him at starter and see how he does. And if he doesn't do well in spring training, then we'll switch him back. So, we're going to get rid of Carlos Mendoza, put in Jim Robinson, number 2. Oh, man, this is hard to think out loud. And this is dragging on for a long time. This is going to go on for an hour. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it when we get to the preseason, and then the next video will be actually how it all plays out and see who does well and whatnot. So I'm gonna try to hurry this up and get this done in the next 10 minutes. Finish this all up. He's gonna be emergency starting pitcher, long relief with Ash Hansen. I'm gonna leave him in the bullpen, and he's gonna be middle relief, used more often, and long relief. So let's do that. Okay, this looks good. I'm pretty happy with that. We still need a catcher. This could be our catcher right here, only because we don't have any other options. So I'm gonna. Okay. And I'm gonna put that old third baseman at DH. Okay, so Ken Hill is going to play shortstop. Trent Phelps is going to play second base. I'm going to change his position, because I think it matters for all-star voting, just with the game. Did I not get a third baseman? I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. Maybe he just didn't sign. So I've got no offers left. Alright, well, I'm going to the preseason now. So I'm going to go to the preseason. I'm going to look for a third baseman, because everyone's prices drop dramatically in the preseason. It's like they realize that they're not going to be signed. So they're like, okay, well, I'll sign for less as long as I get to play. So, oh, it's not responding. It's just taking a second. Oh, man. There we go. Beginning of the new year. It's going to take a while for everything to process. But like I said, I want to get this done in the next 10 minutes and have my whole team set up. That way, for the next video, we're going to go through and we're just going to simulate the season and see how we do. And we don't have the best players, but we're not going to be the worst team in the league, that's for sure. And I'm not saying that we're going to win the division because we finished 40 games back, so the team that we're going to be playing against is definitely going to be very good. But we're definitely not going to have a losing record. At least that's what I expect to finish above 500. So going from worst record in the entire league to above 500 in one season is pretty good progress in my opinion. So that's my goal. That's what I want to do. You can see these guys, their contracts have dropped, or not their demands have dropped tremendously. There's actually not much that's left though. That's any good. All right, so let's go back to find a player. We're gonna go to third base and okay, nothing. And I would sign him, but his range is only a 2, and I don't like that. This guy's better. I think I might sign this guy. Unless I can find one that's good at second. No, there's no one that's good. Well, maybe it's good. Someone good at short. Nothing. Okay. Let's see if we have any good catchers. Wow. Okay. Let's see if we can find a better one. 3 ability. Not what I was looking for. Okay, so we're gonna go with a filter for this one because there's nothing for catcher abilities. At least a 4. There's not very much talent to choose from. I'm going to sign a minor league contract just because I think that he'll be a decent player. 4-3-3. 4-3-3. 4-2-3. 4-3-3. 4-3-3. So they're all going to be 4-3-3s. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. So this is the best talent that I have available to me. Let me go and see. Alonso's a 4-4-4, so we're going to keep Alonso as a starting catcher. Just because he's the best option that we have right now. So looking at it, we're going to need... Oh, I'm dumb. Trent Phelps is the third baseman. That's what it was. I remember now. So Phelps is third base. Derek No Hands Allen is second base. He could be our first baseman, really. And he still might end up being it, depending on... I don't want this guy on my team. I'm just going to cut him. He's just going to get cut. This guy's going to get cut too. Let's see, what else is there? Who's this guy? Oh, he's the young guy, 23. I might actually just do this. I think that'll give me the best chance. I like Clarence Norris. I like him. I think I signed this guy to be utility, but he may end up just being our center fielder. Yeah, I'm going to put him in center. And put Turner in left. So we've got really good team defensively right now. I think what I'm gonna do is put Phelps at second base, and then Gamboa at third. I feel like that'll give us the best. What's his intelligence? Normal. Yeah, he might learn third base to be a 4 rating soon. We'll see. I'm actually really, really happy with the way that this came out. Who is this guy? I don't want him. We'll keep him as like a backup for the DH. Why is he at shortstop? No, he's never playing short. Get that out of here. Okay. So we're gonna look for a catcher. Just one to sign as a backup, not John Carroll, because not him either. Whoops. There's a guy, I think it's gonna be him. I think he's gonna be the backup. Let's get a major league contract. Maybe like 700. There you go. Okay, let's clear that. Let's find us a utility guy for the infield. Let's see if we can find anyone that is a utility infielder. Okay. I like this. I like this guy a lot. Let's offer him a major league contract for... There we go. Four 5-4-5-5-4-5-3 2-2-1-3-2 2-2-1-2-2. We're gonna go with this guy because he's fast. You can use him as like a pinch runner for all the old people that we have that are super slow. Okay. So I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I think the team's gonna be pretty good this year. I mean, not like really good, but I think they're gonna be above 500 for sure. So let's go to spring training, and I'm pushing the 60-minute mark. I just want to see if everyone signs. I just want to get to spring training, see if everyone signs, and then that way the team can be all set up and ready to go. Okay, so we got our backup catcher. We got our 2 utility guys. I'm going to go to the free agency. Pending offers. No one's there. Let's get to spring training. That way I can start the next video straight at spring training, and we'll be good. Alright, so it's looking like... Okay. Let me make sure I have everything set up right. Carlos Castaneda. He's going to be our main utility guy, and he's going to play second, third, and short, and first. I'm going to put him everywhere. Then Christian Holloway is going to be a pinch runner. Possibly pinch hitter. I'll put Castaneda at pinch hitter too. Castaneda's fast too, so he's going to be another pinch runner. Is he faster? No, they're the same. Okay, let me get that guy out of there. So we got 2 pinch runners, 3 pinch hitters, 4 pinch hitters actually, because... Okay, that's good. We've got our utility outfielder, this guy right here, and Sean McCarty. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to copy that lineup, the depth chart, and I'm going to paste that. Okay, so... Well, I'll mess with the lineup next sim, just because I'm at an hour. and I don't want to go any further than this. And I'm just gonna real quick go back over. This is good. Okay, all right. So next video will be spring training and the first full season, and we will go from there. Thanks for watching.